Improv is making stuff up on the spot. That's it. This is Grizzled Chuck. Last year was its first year. Danny Pessy started it.
I started comedy sports the last 3 months of high school, and I got into 2 shows, and I really studied the art form and I loved it.
I thought this would be a place for me to grow and learn a lot more about improv and be better at it, because it really is important in acting and everything like that.
I didn't have anywhere else to continue my improv, so I decided to start a club here so we can have more people who are like me who want to perform more.
So yeah, Grizzled Chuck, just a name he come up with.
I was watching Will Ferrell, and he did this sketch on Saturday Night Live about being grizzled or something. So I was like, Grizzled, yes, that's a funny name. And then I was thinking, what kind of Grizzled Pete, Grizzled Ike, Grizzled Cletus, and Grizzled Chuck? Grizzled Chuck. And then everyone looked at me and they're like, yes. So that's where the name.
Step right up, see the bearded lady.
Like I got into the whole different character.
I'm moving. What's the grass?
Goo in my spaceship.
Slumber party.
Improv. I guess it's just kind of on the spot stuff, you know?
Around in circles.
It's kind of stuff that like they show on TV or like in movies, kind of stuff, stand up. These are all used stuff. These are like material that is used from like actual real events.
Corn! Elote!
Life almost. Sometimes I even question myself, what's funnier? Watching comedy movies or stuff, it's like it's already planned, or like actual things that happen, you know, throughout life and stuff.
Improv and comedy to me is my passion.
I loved doing plays. I was in advanced drama and all that. But it started getting a little boring. Like every night I went out there and was just doing shows, I knew what I was gonna do. I knew what jokes were gonna be made.
As a young child, I always liked entertaining people and making things up. And this is just a thing I can do all wrapped up into one.
But then with improv, when this was introduced and I was always watching shows like Whose Line Is It Anyway, I was like, that is so cool to be able to go out on stage with nothing and make something up and make people laugh, and it's different every single time. It's never the same.
Oh, in the 1970s, when I was in high school, I belonged to a band called the Happy Funk Band. Until an unfortunate typo caused us to be expelled from school. But funk is still...
I also enjoy stand-up, and what stand-up comedians do is tell the truth.
Yes, the Jonas Brothers don't talk like that.
And when they tell the truth, people relate to it.
The truth about it and the fact that somebody's getting hurt is funny, which is sad, but that's comedy.
When you talk about issues such as like maybe issues that people don't like talking about, like girls or dating or awkwardness, you know, whatever it is that people don't like talking about too much, so they go on stage and they see, you know, a person acting like they like somebody, like they can relate to that. That's what makes it funny, I think, is when you go up there and you're able to relate to the audience, they're like, they just love to see this.
If we have guys who are dedicated enough, I have places on Hollywood where we can perform, and there's a national college tournament where all the colleges teams, just like Grizzled Chuck, other colleges have the same thing. I want to compete against other colleges in points of funniness and see where we match up.
Cool. Alright, that's it.
Alright, thank you for coming to Grizzled Chuck, everybody.
It's my first show. I had no idea what improv was about, and I guess this was a pretty good experience for like my first improv show.
And I was just telling Jerry, I said it's actually funnier than what we see on television.
And I look forward to seeing more Grizzled Chuck.